Hey everybody, I want to thank you for joining in another Black Unicorn Red Pill production. I hope everyone is well. I want to say thank you first to everyone for watching and subscribing to this channel, watching my videos, and for liking and commenting. I love your comments. Please keep them coming. So today, I wanted to discuss, get a bit more into the mainstream feminism element, which is related to, but a little different from just political feminism or the outright third wave of feminism, and kind of help it break down what it is, what it looks like, and why is it so important as we red pill ourselves, ladies, and understand the truth. So when we go back to the understanding that feminism and the mainstream and as a whole has a goal of making women masculine and men feminine. On the feminism side, there is a push to get women to do more masculine things, primarily work. However, in order to push all of this and make this movement as acceptable and widespread as possible, which in line with corporate feminism will lower the price of labor and make more money for the rich, we have to make this feminism thing as easy to agree with, as easy a pill to swallow, with the tiniest of blue pills is extremely potent. And they use this by the mainstream. What do I mean? I mean your favorite singers, like Beyonce or Janelle Monáe, even if she's not your favorite. Your actresses and actors, the people, the politicians who you're supposed to look up to. The idea is to try to get every type of person in every type of demographic who might possibly be convinced to be a feminist, And so this is done by making it as pink and easy and light as possible. We can do it. A woman can do it all. Women are strong. Pink hats. Let's march. International Day of Women. And more importantly, a constant, never-ending onslaught of female accomplishments. This day and age, a man could single-handedly rescue a school bus full of children from a horrific accident, and the article will still be about the woman who is the bus driver, and how she's a single mother of 5 children, and that's her 3rd job, and she's so busy being a superhero, that's why she fell asleep at the wheel and almost killed a bus of people. And there'll be a paragraph mentioned about the man who saved everyone's life. We're in a place right now where everything that women do, every time a woman gets a job, gets a career, and does great things, not to minimize the accomplishments of some of these women. There are accomplishments that are worth praise, most certainly. However, even so, I recently saw an article, I should post an image, where Steph and Aisha Curry, they put together a scholarship for women in the Bay Area to go to college. And as someone who's actually from the Bay Area, lived there for 13 years, and I can say with all honesty that the Bay Area does not need any more help empowering women. Bay Area has an epidemic of stay-at-home dads and working mothers. The Bay Area, if anything, could use a scholarship for the boys. And think about that in the standpoint from the mainstream and what that message sends. it is Steph Curry who is the moneymaker. And he is blackish, if not identifies as a black man, who, if not from the San Francisco Bay Area, he represents it by being a member of the Warriors. And so there are a lot of young males, young black boys in the Bay Area who look up to Stephen Curry. And the good news is he had his girlfriend from, I believe, junior high school, early high school, and married her, and is faithful to her, and has much love for his children, which is a commendable thing, and it's a great role model for the boys and the girls. However, consider that then when they're making their wealth and deciding how to put it back into the community, they put that money into working women. What's that about? You see, there is a reason for this, everyone. It is you're showing a man who's actually being disloyal to his own kind. He is a man. He ought to support men. He ought to be supporting young boys. I can tell you, as a longtime resident of the San Francisco Bay Area, one of the reasons why I left the Bay Area was because I found that in my search for marital bliss, that the brothers, there were quite a few brothers with whom I could get along and I could see it ideologically, but these brothers were in a simply infeasible economic situation to take care of themselves. And it's not just could they take care of me, it's not that I'm saying I have these ridiculous standards. These are great brothers who are struggling because the jobs they can get are minimum wage. There's a lot of discrimination there. The education is very low quality, and it pushes out black boys. What would have been a really useful way to put that same scholarship simply towards all people of the Bay Area, which would have opened it up to men who qualify, at the very least. Why not do a scholarship just for black boys? Black boys in the Bay Area need opportunities. And let's look into that a bit more, with so many other things that are happening all day, every day. We'll talk about this in more videos, but I wanted to make it clear I should have some images going for you so you can see examples of this mainstreaming, the streamlining of feminism. What's the purpose and what's the power? The purpose is to get as many men and women as possible to identify as feminists, to want to get as many women as possible working and in the workforce, and to simply continue to further that narrative with more support, though by things like these scholarships. The scholarship itself is supporting women working by putting more money towards women to go pursue higher education, which the purpose of degrees is for work. But by it being Stephen and Aisha Curry, major figures, when they do that, and it is publicized to the world, and it has a ripple effect on the culture that does encourage over time more boys and girls to support and pursue more women in the workforce. So do understand the many ways that there is mainstream feminism. It is beyond the simple activist level. It is not just among, of course, our black women doing it, not just our special version of feminism, or even just corporations who are doing this, again, as a way to lower the cost of labor. You know, an easy last example are newscasters on mainstream news. We're noticing that, if you've ever looked, but just about every newscaster or newscaster pair involves a woman and or a person of who's not white, of color, usually black. And these are two groups that historically are paid less. So there's a lot going on. It's in a lot of ways. We're going to have to break this down quite a bit. But I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Just getting your next little dose of the red pill so you can identify this and where it is. And as far as what to do about it and how to fight it, turn off your TV, everyone. Unplug. Off with the TV. Be careful of the radio stations you choose to listen to. Monitor your social media. And hang around people who are like-minded. For those of you who are on Facebook, get a chance, go ahead and follow Miss Roa Lori Cutlow. That is not me. That is the author of the book Man Leads. She also has another profile, Rogue Ranjanois, which is her actual marital name. In that Roots of Royals movement, you will find a lot of us wonderful people who are all about women submitting to their men, us being black unicorns, men providing and protecting, and women staying home as we should. And so I want to thank you all for listening. Please do let me know what your thoughts are. Please rate it. Subscribe if you would, if you're interested. I've got a lot more content rolling out, and I'm always interested to hear in what you all would like the Black Unicorn to speak about. Au revoir.